As night gives way to morning and the bright sun fills the horizon, the faint cry of a distant horn suddenly puts it all into perspective. The celestial sphere punctuates the starting day and sets the tone for this long-awaited morning. Exterior street intersection, morning. The sound of children frolicking as a large yellow school bus slowly pulls up on the block. They all stand in line to enter. This looks like the most innocent morning, if ever there was one. The children wave to their parents and younger siblings as the bus drives off. Interior kitchen, morning. A hand stirs a freshly brewed cup of joe while the other hand grasps the newspaper on the table. The headlines read, 4-year-old boy shot and killed in drive-by. We move up past his heavily tattooed arm to reveal the 28-year-old face of a decent-looking Asian Caucasian male. This is Damien. By all means, this is a bad boy with an innocent face. His tattoos are indicative of that. As far as age goes, Damien looks more like 17 than 28. Exterior Damien's driveway, morning. Damien exits his front door, helmet in hand. He crosses to his yellow Ninja Motorsport, gears up, hops on. He cranks it up, revving the engine, and skids off. Exterior another street, morning. Damien pulls up just as Rachel, 17, exits her front door. She greets him with a warm, friendly smile when she sees him. Rachel is a bronzed Hispanic Caucasian hottie with the body of a goddess and the face of an angel. She has the attitude and personality of a sister and has the affinity for the black male. Rachel and Damien have been friends since she was a little girl. He treats her like his baby sister.
Come on.
She runs and hops in the back and he takes off. Exterior Warren's front porch, morning. Warren, 29, African-American, exits. His very pregnant wife, Alicia, 26, comes and stands in the doorway. Warren also has a youthful 17-ish demeanor.
Enjoy your day at work, babe.
I will.
A quick kiss, he caresses her stomach gently, then departs. Exterior West Hill High, morning, establishing. Damien arrives with Rachel to her school. She dismounts as some students are walking past.
Can you drive this thing any faster?
Come on, it wasn't that bad.
All right, you Camille.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
Whatever. You want me to pick you up after school?
No, I'll be fine. I'll ride with my friends.
And these boys bother you, you let me know.
Always so protective.
Hey, what a big one was for.
Right? Be funny.
He slaps on his helmet, revving the engine.
Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
His tires skid as he takes off. Exterior West Hill Precinct, morning. Damien and Warren exit.
You're fashionably late this morning.
Rachel's late for school, I have to drop her off.
Yeah, I must be brother and sister. You're always late.
We're rebels, philosopher squares. We're driven by mad attitude, son.
He says with a half bad boy smile on his face.
And you better clean up your act.
Oh, what?
That attitude ain't gonna get you, it's gonna get you in trouble one day.
All right, Daddy.
But in this world, timing is everything. You don't use it wisely, you'll run out on you.
Yeah, well, some of us have a different take on things, you know?
Whatever, man, let's roll out.
Damien goes for his bike. Warren goes for the red convertible 5.0 Celine on the Dr. Felix.
You sure you wanna ride that thing this morning?
Why? One of your famous premonitions?
Yeah. I think you should ride with me.
No, I don't think so. I'll ride my bike. It's my good luck charm for catching the bad guys. Besides, I have something to take care of.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Warren enters his car. Damien mounts his bike. They crank up simultaneously.
Guess it keeps some booty.
Warren laughs and motions him ahead. Damien gears up and pulls out first. Warren follows. Exterior another street, morning. Crane down from the high angle. The street appears deserted. The sound of tires screeching and engines racing toward us in the distance livens up the morning. A different angle reveals a high-speed chase. The cherry flasher on the dash, siren blaring. Warren's on the tail of a stolen gray pickup, while air support follows the chase from the low aerial.
Come in, Charlie 5.
Charlie 5, go.
Where you at? Where you at? Talk to me, I'm in hot pursuit.
On another street, Damien sits on his bike sporting a silly grin. The girl standing across from him is the reason why.
Well, besides all these, behind all these police patrol cars, I don't want to cause an accident.
The girl laughs and he shushes her.
What pursuit are you following? I'm in a solo here. Not a unit in sight, except the chopper. Where you at, man?
Oh, here I come. I'll talk to you later.
He rushes the crank up and speeds off. Back to scene where Warren had been pursuing the suspect. 3 black and white join the pursuit, lagging behind Warren's undercover unit, his Red 5.0. As Warren grabs the radio, he hears something strange and looks up. Out of nowhere, Damien's yellow bike is airborne, flying over him, and the 2 black and white, making a perfect 2-point landing just ahead.
Son of a bitch.
Back to scene where the suspect desperately tries to escape his pursuers. The chase turns sour when the suspect attempts to stunt, which lands him on the sidewalk. He plows through some of the vendor stands on the sidewalk and an innocent nearby thrash bin. This causes the car to stall, so he hops out and grabs the kid off his bike, pedaling off.
Uh-oh, shouldn't have done that.
Damien picks up the pace as the suspect turns the bend on the sidewalk, disappearing from the view. As Damien hits the bend. The car attempting to make a U-turn sits directly in his path. As he brakes to stop on a dime, the rear of his bike does an upright and he's ejected. The momentum takes him over into the handle of his bike, over the car during the U-turn, and into midair, under which the suspect had been pedaling at a brisk pace. Damien goes flying straight at the suspect, dispatching him with an elbow. With that, they go headlong, toppling in a heap. Damien struggles to his feet as the patrol units pull up, ambers flashing. Warren exits his car, crossing to Damien.
What the hell was that?
I got him.
You almost killed yourself, not to mention the suspect.
Oh man, he don't matter. Is everyone else alright?
Let's go see.
They move to check on the rest. After surveying the damage, they start towards the suspect who's out cold, laying face down on the sidewalk. As they're walking back to him,
You alright?
Yeah, I'm cool.
You sure?
Relax, man, I'm alright.
they arrive at the suspect and stoop to examine him.
He dead, is he?
Death by elbow? That's the first.
Sir?
As Warren goes to touch the suspect, he coughs up quite loudly, startling them both. Their comedic expressions.
How many fingers am I holding up? 1 or 3?
The suspect looks confused.
Huh?
Warren goes to pieces at this. They stand.
You're writing this report. You're writing the report on this.
Oh, come on, man. You know I'm not good at that sort of stuff.
Yeah, right. You just knock them out and leave them to me to pick up the pieces. Well, not this time.
Come on, Warren. I've been through a lot today. The least you can do is write the report. But what if I hurt my writing hand? Look, I can't write with that.
Warren gives him a look.
This guy gave me arthritis.
As Warren laughs, the suspect is becoming
No, well, Warren.
Well, I'm not.
Shut up.
up.
Ain't nobody talking to you.
And we'll shoot you and put you out of your misery like they do the horses, huh? How'd you like that?
As Damien bends to cuff him, Warren smiles to himself during the exchange.
You have the right to remain floored. Anything you say gives me the right to torture you even more. You do not have the right to have an attorney present during this beating, however. You do have the right to scream like hell and hope he hears you, or pray for mercy until help arrives, or both. It should sound something like this. Please, Lord, don't let him kill me. I'm too young to die. Something like that. Those are your rights. You understand your rights?
You ain't no cop.
Damien smacks him.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Under this, a uniformed cop walks up,
Well, what happened here?
regarding mangled suspect on the floor.
This guy fell.
Yeah, take him and take him and have him checked out.
Warren and Damien roughly slings the suspect onto his feet.
This is police brutality.
Hey, you want to fall again?
Damien smacks him on the back of the neck a second time.
I want to file a police report. Carefully, smells like shit. Somebody misses their line. Warren,
Careful, he smells like shit.
I want to file a police report.
Cop 1 takes him.
Shut up. You're right, he does smell like shit. See you out at the precinct later.
As they move to his bike, Damien walks behind. He walks oddly. They go over to inspect his bike as the uniformed cop takes the suspect away. His bike's been damaged pretty bad.
Look at this.
We got the bad guy.
It's something else, man. Come on, I'll give you a ride. So show me back to pick it up.
Warren walks ahead of Damien. Damien walks with a limp. As Warren looks back at him, he stops walking.
Something wrong?
No.
Warren continues ahead. Damien still limps. Warren looks back and Damien stops walking.
You sure you're alright?
Hey man, I'm fine, alright?
You sure you hurt yourself back there?
Won't you relax? Take a chill pill. I'm okay, honest.
I'm okay.
They start to walk. Damien still trails. Warren is suspect, so he turns quickly. He caught a glimpse. Damien stops and plays it off.
What?
Let me see that.
He stoops to examine his leg.
Man, what are you doing?
He finds a tender spot.
Ah!
I'm taking you to the hospital, man. You can't work like this.
Warren, I'm cool, alright? I'm alright.
No, you're not. Let's go.
They move to his car. Interior corridor, West Hill High establishing. Super 11:59 a.m. Rachel exits from the ladies' room, crossing to her locker. She's a cheerleader for the school's football team. She works the combination to access her lockers. She gains entry. The noon bell chimes in the lunch hour. Students file in from the classrooms on either side of the corridor. She deposits a few books and does her makeup using the mirror inside the locker. When she closes the locker door, she's startled to find that her boyfriend, Brian, obviously the school jock by his looks, has been standing there.
What are you doing here?
You know, did you take care of that?
I don't want to talk about it, Brian.
Well, when do you plan to talk about
When
it?
the time is right, and now's not the time.
Well, I thought we agreed on this.
I know, but I'm starting to have second thoughts.
But if you can't go through with this, I'm not gonna let you.
You won't let me. Come on, Brian, save yourself. Just like you. I can take care of this, and it's all
Well,
right.
it's not all right.
Look, I need time to think on it some more. Quit pressuring me. I'll do it when the time is right. I have to go out of class.
She starts to walk past him and he holds her back, pulling her face in.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to pressure you, babe.
She relaxes and they walk together in the hallway. He puts his arm around her and they walk out of view. Interior corridor 2, West Hill High, same. As Rachel and Brian turn the bend, three male figures approach in the distance, their appearance thuggish. The bigger of the three gives them both an icy cold stare when he's close. This is Marcus, Rachel's ex. This isn't the type you want to come across in a dark alley. He's physically fit and extremely jealous.
What I tell you about hanging out with this chump?
Excuse me?
You heard me. I don't appreciate this disrespect, Rachel.
Brian starts to get involved, but Rachel intervenes.
Wait a minute. No, let me explain something to you, mister. First of all, I am not your girl. Second of all, you don't be fronting on me off in the hallway like I'm one of your hoes from down the street. I'm not with that.
Right, Rachel?
No, get over it. Get a life. I have nothing.
That's right.
The next thing you need to know is that Brian is not just somebody I hang out with. He happens to be my man. So check that stuff at the door, feel me?
Brian gloats off to the side.
Yeah, I feel you, all right. So what you gonna do when you find this fool come up missing, huh?
Man, what?
Marcus gets up in Brian's face.
You heard me, chump? What? You want something?
No.
Man, come on.
This here ain't over.
This here ain't over, chump. It's my girl.
As he walks off.
Whatever, I can't stand him. Let's go.
Interior Warren and Damien's office, afternoon. Warren sits at his desk and opens the folder next to his coffee mug. Damien enters from the outside with a limp, carrying his lunch in a Mr. Taco's bag. He surveys Warren's workspace. His desk isn't exactly a picture of cleanliness. He sits at the corner of Warren's desk where he can find space.
And we're gonna clean up this mess. It's gonna be a serious eyesore.
Yeah, it was like that this morning, yesterday, the day before, and the day before that. Where you been anyway?
Boy, you sound like my father. Where you been? Went to buy something to eat. We're allowed to take a break. You know what they say, all work and no eat. Make Warren and Damien die of starvation. What are you having for lunch?
I ain't got time for lunch, too much work.
Is that the Hernandez case you got there?
Yeah. Whoever signed this has their work cut out. I don't understand it.
You're racking your brain with that stuff for. We're vice. We don't do murder. That's their job. Give it up, man.
Don't tell me this stuff don't get under your skin just a little bit.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I rate my interest level at, what is a nice round number? How about 0?
I don't believe you, man. How about that kid who got shot in the drive-by? You know, Kevin?
What, over there off of Van Ness?
He was only 12.
Yeah, but that was drug related.
What's the difference?
We happen to be on the scene.
Yeah.
We do stakeouts. We kick people's doors and we arrest drug dealers. That's what we do. We don't solve Stephen King mysteries. It's someone else's job.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's always someone else's job.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's lunchtime. You can't solve anything on an empty stomach. Here, you can have half of this.
He breaks it in half. Warren takes notice of the name on the bag.
You went to Mr. Tacos?
Yeah, don't it look scrumptious?
No.
Have it your way.
Damien holds the burrito in front of Warren to tempt him, then goes to take a bite.
As your friend, I'm telling you, don't eat it.
And go on with that.
You said I didn't warn you.
Warren smiles and continues to go through the documents in his folder. He allows Damien to have his lunch. Damien eats heartily. He puts it away vigorously and sucks it down with a large drink.
How was it?
Man, off the chain.
Warren simply smiles at him, calmly reviewing the document in his hand. He doesn't utter a word, just smiles.
And what's so funny? Why are you smiling?
You'll see in a minute.
I'm gonna step out of here and grab some dessert from the vending machine. You want something?
Nah, I'm cool.
Alright, be right back.
Warren nods as he reads as Damien stands to exit. He stops, holding his stomach.
What's the matter, Damien?
Damien bends, hands on stomach. Mr. Taco is starting to do his magic.
Oh man, let's sing.
Before he can finish saying anything else, he exits in a haste. Warren laughs his ass off. Interior, Warren's office 15 minutes later. Damien returns, holding his stomach.
Not feeling too good, are you?
Looks like it's burning.
Yeah, so you ate the burrito and shot a taco. Maybe you listen to me next time.
Oh, I think I got food poisoning, man.
I warned you about eating that stuff, man. You feel any better?
Hell no, my stuff is not up for real.
Never fails. Now try this.
He hands him the Rolaids.
That's lesson 2 for the day. Always listen to Warren. I always know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, whatever.
Damien turns to walk away. Warren shakes his head. Cut to interior men's room, West Hill High, afternoon. Brian stands, washing his hands at the sink. 3 students enter. He looks as though he recognized them. He gives a casual nod. Interior corridor, West Hill High, same. Brian exits, looking both ways, no traffic. He returns to his class. Interior classroom continues. Brian enters and goes to sit behind that fine young teacher. She turns to face him. We see that it's Rachel. Tender. She turns to face him. We see that it's Rachel. She smiles and he kisses her. Janelle sits across from him.
Hey, Brian.
What's up now? What are you gonna be doing after class?
I need to stop by the library and pick up a book. Why?
I was just thinking we can hang out a little and talk.
We're not gonna have a repeat of today's conversation, are we?
Nah, I just want to spend some time with you. I miss you.
It's so sweet. Sometimes you surprise me. I never know when to expect a curveball from you. Go by at 6. I should be done with my homework by then.
At the clock on the wall, it's 3 p.m. Bell rings to end school day. Exterior school grounds, same. Rachel exits talking with her friends Lisa, Sandra, and Janelle, as is her normal routine.
Oops, I forgot my watch. My mom gave it to me for my birthday. She'll kill me if I lose it.
Well, don't get your undies up in the knot. Where'd you leave it?
I think I left it in the gym. I'll be right back.
Well, hurry up. We don't have all day.
Yeah, I need to get to the hairdresser. I have a hot one tonight.
Lisa takes off her watch.
Who you got to hook up? Who you got on the hook, you little freak?
I'm not telling, but he say.
Hey.
They do a girly high five as they continue to walk. A faded black car drives past. Beep.
Did you see how that guy was looking at you?
What guy?
In that car.
He just wants something.
Do you ever get your mind out the door?
Please, I stay in these schools. I got a man.
How's that thing coming with y'all, you know?
Don't even ask.
I hear you, girl.
You just take your time here. Don't let him pressure you.
Shoot, I'm going my fan. Is Lisa coming or what?
Yeah, where is she?
Just then, a fight breaks out in the streets and they stop to look. 2 other students go to break it up. In confusion, a melee ensues. Shots ring out. Bang, bang, bang. Students scatter for safe grounds. No visual of a shooter. A loud, chilling scream. Off-screen. A feeling of apprehension fills the air as the students start to gather. Angle on Rachel, who lies on her back, clutching her throat. In an instant, blood starts to gush through her fingers and onto the sidewalk in a horrific display. Her other hand flails desperately as she struggles for dear life. The assailant's bullet found its way to her jugular. Sandra and Janelle race to her side.
Oh my God. Rachel! Rachel! Oh my God. Oh my God, Rachel! Please!
No, 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 please.
They try to stop the blood with their hands.
Somebody do something!
Help us, please. Please, somebody.
Lisa exits the front door. She's not wearing her watch. She reaches into her book bag to retrieve it and places it on her wrist. As she looks and sees the crowd gathered, she stares horrified. As she draws near and sees that it's Rachel laying there.
Oh my God, what happened? Rachel?
No, Rachel, no. Somebody call an ambulance. Hurry, please. Hurry, she's dying. No, Rachel, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you're right. What are y'all looking at? Go get some help!
Out of the crowd, one lone student runs for help. At a loss for words, Sandra begs to hug her, crying her name, garbled words from Rachel.
You'll be fine, baby. I love you. Don't try.
In an instant, her body goes limp. She checks out.
Rachel?
No response.
Oh my God. Rachel? Rachel? Rachel! No!
Her call sends a chill throughout and they all go berserk trying to revive her. They bang on her chest, hold her around the wound where the bullet struck, call her name. Nothing works. It's too late. The battle's ended for Rachel. It's the 12 o'clock hour in her life. They form a mound on top of her, hugging her, crying for her, begging God to please let it not be so. Close on their crying faces and on their "No Rachel, please." Exterior school grounds later. The coroner zips up the body bag with Rachel's corpse. Her friends are in total disbelief. As they hug each other, their hands and bodies tremble. It's a hard one to bear. A plainclothes detective approaches with his writing pen.
Who saw what happened?
Sandra has a tight hold on her friends.
You didn't see.
It all happened so fast.
I went back to get my watch, and when I came back, oh, Rachel, why did this have to go and happen?
She caused them to break down also.
Calm down, please.
They can't seem to get it all together. They really loved Rachel, this is obvious. They all moved to sit on the upraised wall. The
So
officer
no one
followed.
saw what happened?
I already told you no one saw. It's going to be all right.
No, it's not.
Did Rachel have any enemies? Anyone that y'all know?
Rachel was the sweetest person on this earth. No one wanted her.
Why are you asking these questions? Rachel was a saint.
It's just routine, man. Which one of you is closest to Rachel?
We all were. We were all friends.
Yeah. This was her last year.
Are you all seniors?
Yes, she was going to be a doctor. Well, that's what she wanted to be. She kept us together. She was like a sister.
I understand.
Exterior street, twilight, Damien Warren cruising.
Man, can you drop me off over at Rachel's? She's been paging me all day.
Why'd you call?
I'll just go by. Can you take me?
Warren shrugs, takes a UE on the block, and speeds off in the opposite direction. Exterior driveway evening, they arrive at Rachel's house.
Thanks for the lift.
Nancy, Rachel's mom, peeks out at him.
Damien!
As he looks up, Nancy has fallen to her knee.
Hey, what's wrong?
Warren looks up to see her. Damien rushes over to her. Warren trails behind him. As he approaches, he can see her crying. He goes to hold her.
What's going on? What about Rachel? Something happened to her?
She's unable to maintain composure.
What happened to Rachel? What happened?
She's dead.
As she cries,
What? What do you mean?
she becomes becomes hysterical.
Somebody shot her, they killed her, they killed my baby!
Think of Rachel? Oh,
Still hasn't sunk in.
At her school, they got her body down at the morgue.
no. No!
Damien stands running out the gate, crouching to his knee.
They're lying!
I'm sorry, Miss Bates. I'm sorry.
You guys going to find out who done this to her?
He's moved by her tears.
As God is my witness. You find out who did this. You got my word.
He goes over to Damien. His eyes tell a million stories, the tears in his eyes.
We gonna get this fool, B. We gonna get her.
He breaks down into his partner's arms. Exterior Damien's driveway morning. Warren arrives to pick up Damien and walks in.
What's up, B?
Story, different day.
What you got there?
Awesome.
He hands Warren the picture of him and Rachel playing on their skateboard when they were younger.
That's us, me and Rachel. We used to play out in the yard and on our skateboard.
He looks at it and hands it back. Damien buries the picture in his pocket.
How come we ain't heard about this?
That's a good question.
Interior coroner's office morning. The coroner reviews his report. He pulls back the white cover, revealing Rachel's face, taking notes. The courier enters from outside.
You need a couple of minutes to finish. Who'll be the courier?
I'll be courier.
Yeah,
I have got a cup of coffee.
sure.
As the courier turns to exit,